Hello student, good morning, welcome back. So today I'm going to start new topic in electromagnetic induction chapter. So today our topic is motional EMF in a conductor moving in magnetic field. So here you can see that we take any uniform magnetic field here and we place a rod of length L inside this uniform magnetic field, and this rod is moving with velocity V on this rectangular conductor ABCD. This is a rectangular conductor and this rectangular conductor made of some metal. Okay, and this rod can movable. This is a movable. Okay, and this is a rod of length L moving with velocity V inside this uniform magnetic field. So here L perpendicular to B and V also perpendicular to B is a magnetic field. So length of this rod perpendicular to magnetic field and velocity, okay, I mean this rod moving with velocity V, so V perpendicular to B here. Okay, and this rod has lots of free electrons, okay, and these free electrons can easily move from one place to another place within this conductor. Okay, and this rod move with velocity V. Okay, so what happened after that? So the magnetic force will be applied to free electrons. Okay, all these free electrons and will be directed towards downward. Okay, downward directions. Here we take any electron here, E. Okay, and magnetic field working on this electron along downward directions. Okay, due to which all these free electrons of this rod will be start depositing at the bottom of this rod here. Okay, all free electrons deposit at the bottom of this rod, and due to the lack of electrons at the upper end, okay, upper end of this rod, the number of positively charged will be increased there. Okay, so due to which potential difference will be generated on both sides of this rod. Okay, and when due to which electric field generate here. Okay, when both the ends of different charges of these rods come closer, then an electrostatic force is developed, okay, between the ends of this conducting rod, and this process continue till the force on both electrons, due to which electrostatic force, I mean the force on due to this electric field working on this rod will be upward directions. Okay, Fe working upward directions and magnetic force working downward directions. Okay, so we take here, so you can see that here this is a electron, electrostatic force working upward directions and magnetic force downward directions. Okay, this process continue till the force on electron due to electric field is not balanced by the force on electron due to this magnetic field. I mean at steady state when Fe, I mean the magnitude value of both the force will be equal. Okay, so what about this condition when this rod move? Okay, because this is a rectangular conductor. Okay, when this rod move with a velocity V, okay, then the area of this loop will also change. Okay, I mean increased here, because of which its magnetic flux will also change and induced EMF will be produced here. Okay, I mean when this rod covers some distance here, that is a dx. Okay, then what happened? Its area is increased, then more and more magnetic field line will pass through it, due to which its flux will be changed here. Okay, so we write here, consider a conductor. We take here this is the CD. Okay, this rod of CD we take here. Conductor, consider a conductor CD of length L moving freely in a uniform magnetic field, B with uniform velocity V on a rectangular conductor ABCD. Okay, and 1 minute, ABCD. Okay, so let any arbitrary charge Q in the conductor, also move in the field, with same velocity. Okay, I repeat again. So consider a conductor CD. Okay, you can see that here this is a CD. Okay, CD of length L moving freely in a uniform magnetic field B with uniform velocity V on a rectangular conductor ABCD. So let any arbitrary charge Q in the conductor also move in the field with same velocity v. Okay, so let in time, very small interval of time, I mean a delta t, okay, this rod moves through dx, okay, moves through dx. So you can see that here, this rod move dx, okay, very small distance dx, okay, I mean this is a rod, this is a rectangular conductor, and this is a rod move very small distance, it cover very small distance, okay, dx at very small interval of time, okay. So area will be increased here, so more magnetic field line pass through this, okay, due to which magnetic flux will be changed, and due to which induced EMF produced here, okay. So here we can write here, so change in area of loop, okay, that is a very small change here, dA, okay. What change here? This is a length L and this is a dx, okay. So area will be here L dx, okay. Here change in area dA and area is equal to L into dx, okay. So phi, what is the phi here? B dot A, okay, and we can write here BA cos 0, okay. So area vector in the direction of magnetic field, okay. So we can write here, this is the area vector, so area vector in the direction of magnetic field, I mean angle between A and B is 0 degree, okay, angle between A and B is 0 degree, we take here. So what happened, we put 0 here, so finally BA, phi is equal to BA, okay. So phi is equal to BA, and induced EMF is equal to d phi upon dt, we take only magnitude value, okay, rate of change of flux with respect to time, okay. So now we put here value of phi, dA upon dt, understand that, okay. So magnetic field, uniform magnetic field, so magnetic field is a constant here, constant quantity, so it comes out from this differentiation, okay. So what left inside, dA upon dt, okay. So here change in area with respect to time, so we already know that, so this is our loop, I mean conductor, and this rod movable, and it cover very small distance in very small interval of time, okay, that is a dx and its length L. So change in area, we already know that L dx, okay. So we put here dA is equal to L dx, okay. So what we write here, dA is equal to L dx upon dt. So finally induced EMF is equal to magnetic field L and this dx upon dt. What is the meaning of dx upon dt? Dx upon dt, it gives velocity, okay. So directly we write induced EMF B, L and V, okay, this is our value, okay. So this is the value of induced EMF, okay. I repeat again what we do here. Firstly, here you can see that, so this is our rectangular conductor and this rod can movable inside this uniform magnetic field, okay, and this rod move with velocity v, okay. So when this rod move with this velocity v, then the area of this loop will be changed, I mean increased, so more and more magnetic field line pass through it, okay, due to which its flux will be changed and due to which induced EMF produced here, okay. So here consider a conductor CD, so this is a conductor CD of length L, okay, and this rod moving with velocity v in a uniform magnetic field, okay, on a rectangular conductor ABCD. So let any arbitrary charge Q in the conductor also move in the field with same velocity, okay. So in a very small interval of time, very small, okay, delta t dt we take here, that is a very small interval of time. So this rod moves through very small distance dx, okay. Then what happened, the area of this loop will be increased here, due to which more magnetic field line passing through it and its magnetic flux will be changed, due to which induced EMF produced here, okay. So change in area dA, L and this dx, okay. So dA we can write here L dx, and flux is equal to B dot A, and area vector in the direction of magnetic field. So angle between area vector and magnetic field is 0 degree here. Okay, so we can write here, we put cos 0 and it give 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so finally we write a BA. Okay, so here you can see that. So phi is equal to BA and E. Okay, induced EMF is equal to, this is a induced EMF, is equal to rate of change of magnetic flux with respect to time. Okay, so we put this value, phi is equal to BA here. Okay, we put this value here. So D BA upon dt. Okay, B is a constant, here uniform magnetic field which is a constant quantity, so it comes out from this differentiation. Okay, what left inside this differentiation? A dA upon dt, rate of change of area with respect to time t. Okay, here change of area L dx, so we put this value here. Okay, so B L dx. Okay, dA is equal to L dx, we put here. So dx upon dt, what it gives? It gives us velocity. Okay, so finally induced EMF is equal to BLV. It is our value.